Okay, excuse the messy kitchen. I am going to show you guys how I make yogurt this morning. I'm basically using an Instapot, but it's Crock-Pot brand. You can use like an actual Crock-Pot. I've seen things online of people doing it in their ovens, but this is what we have and it's very easy. And I love yogurt for breakfast. It's like one of the few things that I can just eat and it doesn't bother my stomach in the morning. I usually mix up I either get frozen or fresh fruit, and then depending on what it is and how sweet it is, add in a little maple syrup, and then granola, all your different toppings, whatever you want. But I use whole milk. Usually, I'm going to open another gallon here. Usually about half a gallon at a time, but half of a gallon up to a full gallon. Keep in mind how big of a straining device you're going to have. There are fancy yogurt strainers you can get on Amazon. I just use a big giant old cheesecloth and then I hang it by this hook. So first you're gonna put your milk in here, and then I like to use Greek yogurt. You don't need to use Greek yogurt necessarily, you just need one that has live cultures in it. So you can see it's got the live cultures. You can again buy a yogurt starter on Amazon, but this works perfectly well for me, and I use a couple tablespoons per batch of yogurt that I do, and this lasts me for a couple of months. I mean, that's plenty. I don't measure. Let me just drop that in here and kind of stir it around. My whisk is out of reach right now. So we're just using the spoon. But you can buy yogurt starters on Amazon, and then your yogurt, make sure that you make from home, should have enough culture to go from one batch to the next. But because I am using this store-bought stuff, I just use a little bit of fresh yogurt every time. Here's kind of what it does while it strains, and this bowl will be filled up to here with the liquid, which is why you want to get that out, otherwise you'll have a really runny loose yogurt at the end. So I sit here for 2 hours. So here is about an hour and a half into it draining. I'm gonna let it go for at least another half an hour. I like my yogurt to be pretty thick consistency, so I strain this for 3 hours. This is the last batch I made here, but you can see the spoon had some of the other yogurt on it, but it's thick. And then there's my little bowl of mixed frozen fruit. I just popped it in the microwave so that it's not quite so frozen. Frozen fruit, granola, maybe a little bit of maple syrup. And then just mix it up as I want. If I plan ahead properly, I will pre-cook my frozen fruit. This is what I got this time, but I just grab, whatever sounds good. Fresh fruit is great too. But pre-cook this with the maple syrup in a saucepan until it gets nice and thick, and then just put that in a container in the fridge, and then I'll have it to just add to my yogurt every time. I always get non-sweetened or sugar-free yogurt for my starter, and I don't add any sugar to the milk while I'm cooking it. I add my sweetener just as I did now. Alright, so this is a day later after the yogurt's been setting. I am just getting ready to make my breakfast. Let's see. Nice, beautiful yogurt.